All right, this right here dedicated to my man Randall Thibodeau. You know what I mean? Louisiana's finest. You know what I mean? My man, just so you understand, this how I look out for peoples, man. He don't even know I'm doing this. I'm giving my man down in Louisiana, I'm gonna give him a Louisiana story because he always look out and he play by the rules. He understand that the game is to be sold, not told. This the way we move. Like I said, I'm gonna teach y'all on YouTube how you subscribe, you know what I mean? How you like, how you comment, you know what I mean? When you comment, throw the little fist up. Just put a comment. I don't care. You ain't got to say nothing else. Just put a fist up, put a emoji, a fire emoji, or a diamond emoji, and just shoot that in there. Let's get this thing going on the algorithm. This for my man Randall Thibodeau. All right? So now, I'm over in Coleman, Florida. Now, while I'm in Coleman, Florida, first let's say I was in Lompoc. I feel good. You know what I mean? We in Lompoc, and there's, you know, the Louisiana Car there, got official brothers over there. And then this brother over there, because, you know, Lompoc far from everywhere, because that's all on the other side of California. But we over there in California. Don't worry about me talking fast. Keep up, or you read the screen, and they'll tell you what I'm saying. For those of y'all that's new to the channel, or no disrespect, a little slow. Now, I'm in Lompoc, and there's a dude there. He's shaking and baking. Everybody's shaking and baking, getting money from every state, doing what they got to do. Now, I'm out there, you know, do what I do. They wound up closing it down, turned to an FCI, some stuff happened out there, and of course I got transferred. Where did I go from there? I went to Coleman, you know what I mean? But first I went to the other Coleman, because they got like two penitentiaries, FCI, women's camp, women's low, men's medium, and all this crap over there in Coleman, just to hold. Y'all remember what that mean? Put in the comment what that mean. I'm not even gonna say it. You know what I mean? They hold a lot of us over there. Now, so I get to Coleman, and when I get to Coleman, my man there, he running with, you know, one of my New York homies. You understand what I'm saying? Big shout out to my New York homies. My New York homie, he got the police bringing in the thing a mile a minute. And I got to tell you all about that video. So hit in the comment if you want to know about, you know, how we worked the police to have the police bringing the tobacco and how we broke it down. But let me just give you a little quick rundown, because it's for Randall, you know what I mean, Thibodeau, so that, you know, he understand what's going on, because he like to hear the stories and like to know what's going on, and he official brother. Now, police bring in 10 cartons of cigarettes. They cost $50 on the street. We pay them $500 a carton, and we sell it in a joint for $4,000 a carton. You see what I'm saying? We give them $500. We sell for $4,000, so we make $3,500 profit, and that's selling it whole. If you break the cigarettes down, I'll tell you that later. You know what I mean? That's another video if you want it. Right now, I just want to get into Louisiana Car. I don't want to keep this too long. I just want to give y'all something. I did the Whitey Bulger Part 2 story. It's fire. But, of course, YouTube made it yellow, so I got to wait till they make it green before I put it up so I can get my money, being that, you know, y'all don't really understand YouTube etiquette with this Cash App yet. A little dollar go a long way when you got 35, 36,000 people. If, you know what I mean, everybody send you a dollar, you good. If half of that send you a dollar, you great. And, you know, so on and so on. So now, I'm over there in Coleman, Florida. My man, he got the police bringing in 10 cartons of the pop. He bringing in Bacardi. You know what I mean? He bringing 100 proof Bacardi. Because, you know, I like my white lightning. White lightning is just like Bacardi. That's like getting straight, you know, white rum. You know what I mean? Don't call me a drunk. Don't call me a lush. Call me what you want to call me. But my name is unique, or AKA Mecca. All right, let's get this right. So the police bringing in these cigarettes. And when he bring it in, the homie get the cigarettes. And, you know, of course, he got to stash it out. But I'm going to tell you about that in another video. If y'all want it, hit the comments. Hit the emoji with the arm up. Or, you know, the fire emoji or the diamond emoji. You ain't got to say nothing in it. I would like you to say something in it. If you ain't got nothing to say, everybody watching this, just put an emoji in the comments, and that'll shoot the joint viral to make up until y'all understand YouTube etiquette that you're supposed to do a Cash App. Now, we over there, dude bringing it in a mile a minute. So the homie gets it and he breaks it down, and each pack of cigarette go for $400. Because like I said, it's $4,000 for the carton. You got 20 cigarettes in a pack. You know what I mean? So you sell 20 cigarettes for $400. You know what I mean? So you divide that, do that, bop, bop, boop, bop, and you already know the math. Now, so when he come, you get that, and we take it. Check it out. We take one cigarette, man. I wish I had a cigarette here, but I don't smoke. You take one cigarette, and like this, here go Black and Mild, because that's what I smoke. You know what I mean? You take a cigarette, and you'll chop little pieces, bang, and you'll get 8 cuts to 10 cuts out of one cigarette. You understand what I'm saying? That's if it's filter, you know what I mean? Or if it's non-filter, you wind up getting another 2 cuts, so then you make 12 cigarettes and you sell them for $5 a piece. You know what I mean? Yeah, $5 a piece, that's a book of stamp. You know what I mean? Let's not forget, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm penitentiary rich. You know what I mean? I'm so rich, you know what I mean? From in the penitentiary, I even brought some of my penitentiary money home. You know what I mean? So now, each one of these go for $7 at the time in the store, like $7.40 or something like that, and we called it a book of stamp, but on the compound, we sell it. You know, when you send somebody to the store, you buy something, you get $5. So it's $5 for each cigarette that you cutting, between 8 and 12, depends if it's a filter tip. Y'all got that? You paying attention? Hit that like button. Let's keep this thing going. We're gonna do this real fast like a game show, like we on the auction block. Remember how they used to do it back in the slavery days? Because y'all try to forget about the slavery days. When they say, okay, we got this big money, they go here from the tribe of Subamwe and blah, 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 and, you know, could I hear $25? $25 going one, $25 going twice, $50 going twice. Okay, $50 to the man in the right, $75 to the one in the left. And that's how they sold us in the joint. So that's how we do it with the joints. You know what I mean? Just so you understand. Now, let me slow it down again so that y'all can keep up. I know my regulars can keep up, but I'm talking about the new people. You know, I got a little 3,000 new subscribers. I got to make sure I tone it down a little bit for them. All right? So now, we're sitting there, we're selling each cigarette for $5, each cut. But we call it a cigarette, but it's an eighth to a 12th of a cigarette, because we're cutting it in 8 to 12 pieces, depending how you do it and how much is on the compound. But we sell the whole pack, you know, for $400. So if you're making $60 off of one, you understand? You do that times 10. You understand? You got a little $600. For 10 cigarettes, you make $1,200. Do the math so y'all understand. Because some of these people might be stupid enough to say, let me go to jail so I can sell cigarettes and make, you know what I mean, this little money off the cigarette. But that's why I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't get involved. It ain't worth it. Don't break the law. But now, so you buy a pack of cigarette, you cut it up and you give each person a cigarette, you tell them give you back $30. You understand what I'm saying? So if they give you back $30, that's $600 off a pack, and you pay $400, so you make $200. It's 20 books is $100, you know, and 40 books is $200. Okay? Now, so you understand that's how we making money. So I could just take my little $400, buy that, get that to my man that's trying to get a little couple of dollars, and he wind up making a little $600 off, you know, a pack of cigarettes. All right? So pay attention, man, because, yeah, we real slick and manipulative and know how to get this thing rolling to get money in the prison. So now, here we go. So dude's sitting there, and my homie is giving this Louisiana cat, you know what I mean? Because he in the unit with him. He like him. He know him from Lum Park. We was all in Lum Park together, but we all got transferred to California different times for screwing up and wound up in Florida. So when he get over there, my man got the police bringing it in. So my man turns around and he gives the Louisiana dude like a carton. You know what I mean? That's $4,000 worth of cigarettes, and he make about $2,000-$3,000 off of that. And then his workers is gonna make $2,000-$3,000, maybe $4,000 or $5,000 off of one carton that costs $50. Do the math. Like I said, you see this content I'm giving you? You see what I'm giving you? That's why I say the game is to be sold, not told. Ain't nobody else gonna come up here, break it down like this, and break down the man that understands, so that you can sit there, stay focused, and try and understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. Big shout out to Chris Tucker. Now, my man sitting there, and Louisiana dude, he getting money a mile a minute. He doing his thing. He's selling cigarettes. He's selling the cartons, and, you know, and my man treating him real good. So now he making sure the Louisiana Car eating and everything good and all that. Then now that he get money, you get a few dudes, new dudes come there from Louisiana. They be like, hold up, that dude ain't right. He hot. You know what I mean? And being that he running with the New York homie that's official, and he was with us in Lum Park. Nobody said he was hot in Lum Park. Nobody said he hot here, but here goes somebody coming off the compound. But now, this is the tricky part. When somebody call you hot, you got to put the knife in them. Not telling you to do no violence, not telling you to go putting the knife in nobody. If I'm telling you don't go to jail, so you don't have to worry about living in this savage manner. But the dude started coming in, they started whispering that he was hot. He heard the word because, you know, of course, you know me, I went back and said, yo, my man, your man came off the bus. He's saying you hot. Nah, they just hating because I'm getting money with y'all. You know what I mean? You heard that? They hating because you get money with us. Feasible, sounds good. Okay? So I'm letting them know, fam, you know paperwork come, you already know it's going to be an issue. He said, man, ain't no paperwork coming because I ain't hot. Cool. So everything is moving and we selling and the new dudes coming, being that they don't know us. We wasn't in no joint with them. We not giving them no cigarettes or nothing like that to sell. So they not getting no money. They got to go through him to get it. And I guess they feel he's not giving them enough. One thing about prison I want y'all to understand, no matter what you give a man that's broke in prison, it's never enough. Picture a man being broke and a man say, yo, here go 2 cigarettes. You understand what I'm saying? For you to go make, $100. You know what I mean? Man, all you give me is 2, you buying a whole carton. Now you watching and worrying about what I'm buying and what I'm doing with my money when you got no money and I just gave you some money. You know what I mean? And then now the same one you giving $100 to, now he want to plot with other people to figure out a way to try and rob you, get your stuff so that he ain't got to pay you. That's how they rob you. You know what I mean? Say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this, do that. You give him a little couple of cigarettes, give him a pack or whatever, little $400 penitentiary money. You know what I mean? You give him a little pack of cigarettes and then he tell you the police came to the cell, shook it down. You know what I mean? His cellie washed it in his pocket by mistake because he had it stashed in the laundry and he put his laundry in the wash and his cigarettes got wet. Now you ain't got nothing for me. These are the games they play. But that's when the knife come out. Not promoting violence. Every time I say that shank or whatever, I got to let y'all know, that bone crusher. You know what I mean? That guard you now. I got to let you know we're not promoting it. I'm just educating you on what goes on in the prison. Okay? So now, his homies hating on him. They keep saying he hot, keep saying him hot. He ain't trying to hear all that. You understand what I'm saying? He like, man, they just hating and he just moving. So we like, as long as no paperwork don't come on you, you good, you in the car, and we going to do what we got to do with you. And then now, out of nowhere, here comes, another Louisiana brother. Big shout out to Randall. Randall, this is for you, man. All right? This is for my man Randall Thibodeau. Now, here come another Louisiana dude come that's official, push his shank, put in his work, and everybody know don't mess with him. But he comes on the compound, and I'm always in the law library, so in the law library, and blah, 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 blah. And then here goes this man come walk in the law library, and he says, yo, dude ain't right. And I said, man, I feel everybody say, but anybody got no paperwork, ain't nobody do nothing to him. So, I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody go up in his mouth or put that banger up in him, So my man is like, nah, dog. You know what I mean? I'm already talking to the car now. We got to do something about him. But now he had a good team around him because they eating off of him. They eating off of him getting, the cigarettes from the homie. You know what I mean? He come out the yard, he drinking the Bacardi with us, and you know what I mean? He coming out there, he bringing a bag full of stamps, you know what I mean? And, he doing what we got to do, so everybody eating, his people eating, everybody eating. So they knew he was hot, but they ignoring the fact that he was hot because the simple fact that he was breaking them off with the little tobacco, AKA cigarettes, that he was getting from the New York homies. So now, and these are some thorough dudes, you know what I mean? But, being that they in jail, they broke, nobody sent them no more money, no disrespect to them. Being that they broke, nobody sent them no money. You know what I mean? They got a chance to make a couple of dollars to put commissary in their locker, eat good at night without having to go to the store, man, running up a debt, get their cosmetics, or buy the good food from the officer OM. Big shout out to Munoz. You know what I mean? My Dominican brother from Washington Heights that ran the OM. The OM stands for Officer Mess Hall. So y'all learned another one, Officer Mess Hall. Hit the like button, subscribe, and cop the book of Roy in Harlem. And don't forget to donate at the damn Cash App. All right, let's get this right. I had to pay $200 for a mic yesterday, because you saw the video yesterday. The quality was some crap. I admit it was some crap. I didn't know it, the mic blew out, but like I said, all this costs money. That's why I tell y'all, support the hustle. And Merry Christmas to y'all. I ain't even do a Christmas live or nothing like that because I ain't want y'all to say that I was asking you for nothing. So I let you enjoy your Christmas with your family, and I did the same with my grandkids. Now, dude from Louisiana come there. He don't like the fact that he hot. He want to clean the car up, and he don't want, you already know what the car is. The car is the crew, you know what I mean, from Louisiana. He want to clean the Louisiana crew up so that there ain't no problems, and there ain't nobody can say that Louisiana ain't 100% official like New York, D.C., Cali, Chicago, Philly, you know what I mean? Boston, because everybody keep their car clean in the prison. Meaning if somebody come that's hot, it's not our job to airlift them out of there. It's your job. Because if you don't do it, we going to do it, and then now we going to get involved with y'all because that's like somebody putting their hands on your little brother or putting their hands on your child. Nobody put their hands on your child. Nobody put their hands on your little brother except you. You see what I'm saying? So now, dude come And he don't care nothing about the money. He ain't had no whole bunch of money either. He was just official man on man time. Remember that. Y'all learned that here too at Unique Mecca Audio. He was on man time. So when he came, he don't want nobody hot on the compound that from Louisiana, because he don't want nobody go nowhere saying we know hot dude living on the compound. But other dudes that's living there that was strong enough to get him off the compound, they was busy eating off him because he getting the cigarettes from my man, and my man breaking him off, and he breaking them off. So they put a blind eye, you know what I mean? Like Lady Justice. He put a blind eye, you know, to the fact that dude was hot. But there's no paperwork out on them. But the people from Louisiana, they know, and they the ones that got to deal with that until we see paperwork. Then we press them to say, your man hot. We saw the paperwork. Here it is. You know what I mean? Get him off the compound because we don't have no rats on the compound. Or we're going to get him off the compound. Now, if we get him off the compound, that make them look soft because they couldn't handle their business, get their man off the compound. And this dude wasn't nothing soft because, you know, Louisiana, they official dudes. You know what I mean? Even the dudes that turned sour, they was official. Keyword, was official. So now we sitting up in the joint and, you know, dude goes out there and he pushes up on him. And he tells him, he said, yo, you know you ain't right. I ain't got to show you no paperwork. You told on Joe Blow and Spizzy Spiff and, you know what I mean? Whoop-de-whoop. Big shout out to Cali. That's where I learned that from. Whoop-de-whoop. You know what I mean? So you told on Whoop-de-whoop or you told on Slim. Big shout out to DC. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. Everywhere got their slang. Or you told on dude, you know what I mean? From New York. You know what I mean, son? You know what I mean? So everybody got their own slang because we're talking about geographical, we all put in the same pot. But at the end of the day, we all men and we got the same morals and same principles as one code. Don't tell. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all that want to break the law, keep all that going, you ain't going to be able to bypass it. Like I said, my man bypassed it because he got away with it because he was getting the cigarettes from my man. He breaking the car, making sure everybody eat. They was dead broke, so they was happy. No disrespect to Louisiana because I said they was dead broke, just keeping it 100. Y'all know what it is. Y'all always in the prison. You know what it is when you go to prison. Your homeboys are supposed to be there for you. They ain't sending you no money. Your girl, she can't really send you but so much. And then when she sending it to you, then she meet a dude that got some money. And then all of a sudden, she's supposed to be sending you some money that she get from the dude that she meet that got some money. But she ain't sending you that money. She taking that money to buy for her baby, her kids, and get her nails done. Follow me? Let's get this right. All right? So I just want y'all to understand the picture so you know what's going on. Now, dude push up say, yo, you know you ain't right. You better be off this compound by 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? This is what the new Louisiana homie came. Yo, Randall, you paying attention? This how y'all move down there. So my man comes and he tell him, y'all need to get off this compound. You know, he got to go. You know? So, of course, now he tried to rally up some of the thorough dudes that he had with him that he was feeding that he knew was beneficial, you know, for them to have him on the compound because without him on the compound, they can't make commissary and they can't go to the store. And we had people like that in Louisiana Car too, so it's not disrespecting anybody. Every car had people that wasn't really getting it. When one man get it, he look out for everybody because when something jump off, you know, with that one man that's going to come, not might, that's going to come from hustling in the prison. Because when you hustling, you're going to bring out the wolves and you're going to bring out the cruddy dudes that's going to try you. Even dudes they know they're going to lose, they still going to try you. Now, so he got his little team around him and they doing their thing. You know what I mean? Where my joint at, man? You know? They doing their little thing and he got his team around him. And while he got his team around him, they doing what they got to do. But nobody want to have nothing to do with the bull, you know? But let's give Expedito Camacho, you know what I mean? Khalil Jones. These are the people that Cash App that showed love that they know how to do prison etiquette. I'm reading it right off this phone. I just got a new iPhone 14 my son gave me for Christmas. Thank you, Wayne. So we got Dex, you know what I mean? Ishmael Kabir, you know? We got all types of people that be donating, man. Jackson, you know? Cornerstone, you know? Jonathan Vasquez, you know? Dante Dent. I could keep going on, but thank y'all for the Cash App. Thank y'all for respecting YouTube etiquette. Now, back to the story. So, Louisiana dude comes and he tells me he got to be off the compound by 4 o'clock. He go back, he tell the homies that he breaking off, and he basically tell them in so many words that, yo, dude telling me I got to go. You know, if I go, you ain't going to eat. So, either you're going to hold me down or you're going to wind up going broke. You know what I mean? But, you know my situation, but you've been dealing with my situation, so I know you're going to not let that dude come here and disrupt our flow of getting paper. Getting to the bag, as they say out here in the free world. So now, 4 o'clock come. 4 o'clock come, here come dude. You know what I mean? He told everybody to stand down. I'm talking about the dude that's the aggressor that's going to get the hot dude off the pound. It's the official man-on-man time. He told everybody stand down, but he got a bunch of little Louisiana wolves around him, and they ready to go. You know what I mean? But he rose right up the dude by himself. Randall, pay attention. He rolled right up the dude by himself and told him, yo, come on, son. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So dude went to say something. He just pulled the knife out and just went to work at him. And they fighting out there. You know what I mean? And a couple of his peoples that he was feeding, that all they could see by him getting hit up was, their money being deflated out the bag like his life is deflating out the bag. So they jump in and help him to save his life, to put a patch over the hole to stop the money from going out. So they fighting for him. These are thorough dudes fighting for a hot dude because the hot dude is feeding them. So this is what's going on in the prison. So I'm telling you, youngins, don't get involved because you don't want to get caught up in this. And 9 times out of 10, from what I'm seeing on YouTube, y'all saying, if you get caught, you're going to tell. So being that you're telling me you're going to tell if you get caught, I'm telling you, don't go to prison. Don't break the law, because you go to prison after you told you got to deal with this. Period. I got another interview I did, my man Moo Jim. Hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget the damn Cash App. It's getting ready to flow up on the screen in green. If you don't know what it is, it's the one that's going to come up in green. That's why I made it green. Green means money. Bang. There it is. All right? Like, whoop, there it is. Now, so we sitting there, and they fighting. They going at it. They stabbing, they pushing, and the whole Louisiana Car erupted. And he did have a few brothers fighting with him, you understand? But the aggressive man that came on man time, he started yelling to the other homies, oh, you gonna go against me for this? Over 2 stamps? Oh man, wait till you get back to Louisiana. Wait till I get on the phone. And niggas is saying this while they fighting. You know what I mean? So if they saying this now, they popping to their senses that they don't want their peoples and family members on the street to know that they fighting for a known rat that the town don't like. But in the prison, he's feeding them, so they like him. I'm not even going to say love, because they like the stamps that he's giving them so that they could go to the commissary. But by the time it was all done and gone, you know what I mean? Now, I got to put a round of applause to this. Don't knock me. Don't look at it. I'm just in my penitentiary zone right now, not my civilian zone, but we got to give a round of applause. We got to give a round of applause. You know, the reason why we're giving a round of applause, because old school
Mecca what? Mecca audio
already know they airlifted him out of there. Airlifted mean they had to file a helicopter in to get him, because it was going on land to the nearest hospital would have took too long. He would have lost his life. So they airlift him out of there. It's called an airlift. So you tell somebody in prison, give me another terminology. If I say, don't forget the Cash App, another prison terminology, say, yo, don't let me airlift you out of here, my brother. Don't let me airlift you out of here. That means that I'm going to hit you someplace in a vital organ that they're going to have to save your life. The nearest hospital too far. They got to bring in a helicopter to get you in here and airlift your ass out. But they wound up airlifting homie out. Louisiana came, my man that came, he got the car in order. The ones that were fighting for him, even the administration tried to put them back on the compound, being it was just with him. But my man wasn't having it. He said, if they come on the compound, you know what I mean? Everything is good. You could let them on the compound. Administration asked him, if we let him on the compound, is anything going to happen to him? He says, it's not our job to tell you what's going to happen to him. It's your job to decide if you're going to let him out or not. Whatever happens to him after that have nothing to do with you, because it's between us. I don't make deals with the police. This is what my man from Louisiana tell him. So, long story short, Randall, pay attention, man. So long story short, dude just said, man, I'm tired of this, man. You know what I mean? So the dudes that was fighting with him, they knew they had to leave. They get to the next spot, a kite get to the next spot, letting them know at the next spot that he was there. They was there fighting for this hot dude that was a known rat, but yet they fought for him. So you youngins want to go to jail to have to deal with this, meaning deal with somebody. Well, y'all talking about going in there and telling anyway. But, picture a man going in there and they got to fight for a dude, that, is a rat, but he getting money. And you need him to feed you. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let me just tap out. I ain't even putting no ending on this, because I want to make sure this turn green so we can push this through, get y'all going. Hit that emoji. Hit the diamond emoji, or hit the flame fire emoji. All right? Mecca audio. That's how we do. All right?